Guys, I just got out of the shower. It is almost noon. I had to log out of work and take a shower in the middle of the day for a couple reasons. The first being that I was hashtag triggered and I needed to get away from the computer because I was not concentrating correctly. So I went to bed. Like, I have it's pretty strict bedtime these days, just because with my new sobriety and trying to just build a foundation of a healthy lifestyle, I've been doing things like going to bed at the same time every day. So I have a bedtime of midnight on every day, not just weekdays, but so about 1:45 in the morning, my next door neighbor slammed his fucking door so loud that it woke me up out of a dead sleep. Or I was like half asleep, I would say. And so if you're new to my channel, I have PTSD from childhood trauma. I grew up in a home with a lot of domestic violence. And so slamming doors is in particular a trigger for me. And so he slammed the door at 1:45 in the morning. I woke up from sleep and just immediately my body went into fight or flight mode. I'm in fight or flight mode from how many fucking times a day I drop this goddamn camera. Okay? I'm having a day so far. So anyway, so where was I? Yeah, so my body immediately went into fight or flight mode. Just sort of coursing with adrenaline. And even though in my brain space, I was like, okay, a door slammed, it is fine, you can just go back to bed. It is not a big deal. Your neighbor who you like, who is your friend, is not trying to upset you. Probably just these doors slam. It's an old building. I slam my door all the fucking time, okay? So I'm just like, okay, go to sleep. But I couldn't fall back asleep for an hour because I was just literally could not catch my breath. I was so anxious, just being awoken in the middle of the night. So anyway, so I have to get up at 8 in the morning. And I got up this morning and I was like, okay, I'm a little bit tired. That is fine. I can just keep, because that's the thing about a consistent sleep schedule is you don't build up very much sleep debt, because I consistently sleep 8 hours every night. So I'm not coming off of oh, and for a whole week I didn't get enough sleep and now this is the final straw. So I'm fine. And then, so at work, I would like to watch YouTube while I'm at work. And I was watching D'Angelo Wallace's new series on the Paul brothers, who I don't watch because I'm in my 30s, but I like his channel. I really liked his Shane Dawson video. And so in the second Paul brother video, he mentions that Tana Mojo, another person I don't watch because I'm 33 years old, filmed and uploaded a video with a dead body in it one time, and I was like, what? I was on my phone really, did you do that? And in my Google search for that information, I accidentally came across another video where a guy filmed himself trying to do a Father's Day prank, and when he showed up, his dad was dead, actually dead, and he just filmed himself grieving over his father's dead body and then uploaded it to YouTube. So one, I am not in any way controversial on my channel at all, even despite probably never being able to be monetized because of even the subject matter I talk about is not family friendly. But two, so I have some, like I said, I have PTSD, right? And part of that is that my dad died when I was 14. And so the whole crying over your dead dad in the hospital thing, to see it, it was just screeching violins, get out of here. So I logged out of work. I had to write in my diary. See, this is what I was talking about in my video the other day, about how my diary is an emotional regulation tool. So I got on there. I'd already written this morning when I woke up. I was okay, I'm gonna be fine. And then at 11:30, I got back on there and I was I'm not fine. I am not okay. What do I need to do? I was okay, so this upset me, this upset me, this upset me. My body is feeling this way. And so how do I get out of this and move forward? And so I decided to take a CBD pill. This is the brand I use. Cannot recommend enough. Just pop one of these in there. And than to take a shower and listen to some 80s music in the shower. And I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. And also, the shower served a dual function because a little bit later today, I have to go to my chiropractor. Since this is middle-aged blogging, I'm just gonna really go full tilt and take you to the chiropractor office because I want you to see the Skyway, and I think I'll explain a little bit more about that when I get there. All right, well, I am in a parking garage getting ready to go up to the chiropractor. You might be thinking, Lindy, why are you wearing hats and a glove and a coat? It's not even Halloween yet. Well, because it's 20 degrees in Minneapolis, because it's cold as fuck always here, which is why we have the Skyway system, which is what I'm about to show you, is that we have a tunnel system that connects all of the buildings downtown. And typically, this Skyway, which is above street level, it's like tunnels that connect it's above ground tunnels that connect all of the buildings. And typically the Skyway is very busy. It's all of the workers downtown use them, and I'm just gonna show you what they look like during the Corona pandemic. Good news. My back is getting better. I started going to the chiropractor because I was having like terrible shoulder pain. And I've been going twice a week for a month. It's cost me like a lot of money, but I said to myself, you know what? Pain in my body, that is worth money. That is worth taking care of. And so I've been going twice a week. And yeah, so the doctor told me today that I no longer have to go twice a week. I can go once a week. And then the goal from there is to go just once a month. And then if I never feel bad, well, if it's not a problem, it's not a problem. So right now I've just been kind of like pacing around my apartment, like kind of talking to myself about also desiring to quit therapy. I want to quit therapy. And I'm now remembering how I started this video, and you might be thinking, but you're still mentally ill. Well, the point of therapy is not to be in therapy for the rest of your life. And I really feel like I have the coping skills necessary to deal with my mental illness in a way that is healthy and in a way that I am consistently employing in my life. Like right now, getting ready to do some yoga. I finished up my work day. I'm going to the doctor. I am eating healthy food, and I'm sober. And you know, I wrote in my journal when I was feeling ooky earlier, and I don't know, guys, this is what health looks like. There's things you can control and things you can't control. And I guess that part of my thinking and deciding that maybe I don't want to be in therapy anymore is that when I get in recently, like in the last couple months, when I've been in situations where I'm upset, or I have, some sort of quirk in the mental processes, it's not because of things I can control, it's because of things I can't control. The things that I can control, like my habits, my attitude, a lot of times, the day-to-day stuff that I need to be doing to give myself the best possible chance to stand against things that are just things that are beyond my control. when I've encountered those recently, I'm just crushing it. I'm crushing it on every level. And so, you know, like if I was, I mean, and here's another thing is that like I am in such a good place mentally that I'm not just going to ghost my therapist. I'm actually going to bring it up to her like, "Hey, I think I'm good." And if she says I'm good, or that, because I mean, she's already floated the possibility that I could go down to once every 2 weeks. I mean, is it unreasonable? I could be better. And you know, and there's a part of me too that's like resentful of that. Like so my therapist who I adored, who's had for more than a year, recently left, and I have this new lady, and she's sort of, this new lady is kind of seeing like the after picture of the year of work I just did with my old therapist. And of course like a decade of on and off therapy too. You know, it's been a really long process for me. And part of me, I get frustrated sometimes because it's like I feel like I just show up to therapy every week and I'm like, I'm crushing it, I'm crushing it. I identified all these problems. I'm super self-aware. I've got my habits down. I'm giving myself the best possible life that I can. I'm doing things that scare me. I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. And every week she's like, "That's great. That's wonderful." And like sometimes I just want to stop and say, like there's a part of me that's like, "No, you don't understand how far I've come. You don't understand." Like I want to stop and say like, "Hey, let me tell you, you know, about all this other stuff that's happened in my past where it's like I was like deathly ill, deathly mentally ill for so long that now I'm just like a normie. Kind of." I don't know, it bothers me. Maybe I should probably bring that up to the therapist as well. I did my yoga and I realize now that I spoke too soon because I yawned weird and now there's a ringing in this ear every time I make noise and my own voice sounds very muffled inside of my head. So I am dying. I am dying of a brain tumor right now. It's just so serendipitous that it would happen right now as I've decided to leave therapy because now I'm gonna require some more therapy to help me get through this end stage brain tumor that I have. It's really unfortunate. It's muffling my voice because it's ringing in my ears. So I did my yoga and now I'm gonna read my self-help book and hopefully the brain tumor won't kill me tonight. Okay. Bye.